Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Edwin Edebiri, and I am the Chief Happiness Officer with the I Am Happy Project and also the Happy Neighborhood Project. I want to say thank you for joining us this beautiful Monday morning. And this is one of our way of getting the week started on a foundation of happiness. Yes. And folks, I started this because of all kind of stuff I heard about Monday morning, and we figured, hey, we got to do something about it. And so that's what this is all about. So, folks, today I am going to be talking about a topic that everyone is guilty of at one time or the other. However, if we don't overcome it, then it's going to definitely reduce our level of happiness and even just reduce our life, period. And so today I am going to talk about regret and happiness. Now, Jonathan Lawson said, forget regret or life is yours to miss. Now, why would anybody want to miss this precious life? And why do we even regret? Just the other day, I was driving with my wife, and it's one of those moments, you just get a quiet reflection, And I was telling her, I said, and God forbid something was to happen to me right now, I have absolutely no regret. I am so thankful about life. Zero regret. There's nothing I would have said, oh, I wish this changed or that doesn't change. And I'm totally at peace with that. And I just wanted her to know that. And it was just cool. I mean, folks, can you live a life without regret? Absolutely. And so that's what I want to talk about today, because when you live a life that is full of regret, folks, that is a life that is half-lived or not even lived at all. And I know some of you are thinking, well, you can't really help yourself. And that is possible, but that's what this is all about. I want to wake you to the realization that you are missing out on life if your life is full of regret. Sure, we all make mistakes, but there got to be steps for us to be able to correct that. So, yeah, some of the things, when I was digging into this and I was trying to really find out, what role does regret really play in people's lives? And it says when you become so burdened with memory that the very moment you are living in gets swallowed in the dark shadow of regret. When your mind gets stuck on what happened, that you miss everything that is happening right now. When you live so much of life in the rear view mirror that you can't see what's coming over the horizon in front of you, happiness is compromised and potential is undermined. Kent Wayne put that so beautifully. Folks, you have to start to ask yourself, why do I regret things? Because sometimes it's good to realize that, and then you can start to unleash yourself of that burden, because that's what it really is. It's just a burden. Because every moment becomes a reflection of past wrongs and past mistakes carried over into current experience of life, effectively snuffing out the now in the flood of yesterday regrets. So what can you do about it? It reminds me of a gentleman I met, about a year ago, in one of the SCORE events. And this was one of the happiest guys. He was an elderly gentleman. I'm thinking maybe between 65 and 70. And very active also. I'm not sure whether it was a stroke he had or something, but he had one of those memory challenges. And he recovered. And he said, Edwin, some of my relatives get mad at me. And I said, why? He said, because I don't remember all the crap that happened in the past. He said this is one of the beautiful things that's ever happened to him, that he forgot a lot of the crap that happened in the past. Now, I know some of you are thinking right now, oh, you don't want to forget history. Because if you forget history, it's bound to repeat itself. And that may be true too. But here is what I'm going to recommend that you do. And you need to practice this, because practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes improvement. I want you, starting from right now, to forget yesterday. That's right. Forget yesterday. Don't get your memory so blocked out that you cannot even live in today. Now, if you want to bring all the good things to today, that's fine. You got my blessing for that. You can remember all the good things that happened. That's cool by me, okay? But the bad things, leave them in the past. Just leave them in the past. Forget yesterday. Now, before you start thinking if you forget yesterday, then they're bound to repeat itself, well, no, you can't just forget yesterday. But number two is you got to forgive yourself. Release yourself of that burden, because most of the regret is self-imposed. Is we should have done this or we should have done that. If I was there, that would not have happened. I could have prevented that person from doing something. Folks, if somebody meant to take their life, there's nothing you can absolutely do to prevent that. You can't. If somebody meant to screw up, there's nothing you can do to prevent that either. So stop carrying the burden on stuff that you have absolutely no control over. And even for those you do have control over, forgive yourself. You're human. Then, here is the third thing. So the first thing is forget yesterday. Have bad memory. It's okay to have a bad memory day. Don't get scared. Somehow the good things will come true, and if you don't, then create new good stuff. Create new memories. So number one, forget yesterday. Yes. Number two, forgive yourself. And then number three, commit to your happiness. See, you guys have heard me say this before, and I'm going to repeat it again. I've traveled around this world, and I've been very blessed. Been to all continents. I've never seen one day a person was so happy and he decided, you know what, I'm going to take my life today. I've never seen that, never. And I've never seen anybody that say, you know what, I'm so happy today, I'm going to go take somebody else's life, or I'm going to go hurt somebody. I've never seen that. Now, if they have a mental issue, that's a different story. But somebody with their complete mental capability, waking up, saying, I'm so happy, I want to go hurt somebody else, I've never seen it. So, if you commit to your happiness, that's going to turn you into a decent human being. And so you will not be afraid of anything that you did in the past repeating itself. And your happiness, and you guys have heard me say this plenty of times too, your happiness is going to trigger a chain reaction that doesn't only benefit your friends, but your friends' friends and your friends' friends' friends. So you are not only robbing yourself when you focus on regret and miss out on life, you're also affecting the people around you, your family, your community that depends on you, that's counting on you. So those are the three things that I want to just kind of leave you in dealing with this very stubborn thing that tends to rob people of the very essence of life. So you made a mistake. Big deal. Get over it. So, number one, forget yesterday. Have bad memory day. It's okay. Number two, forgive yourself. And number three, commit to your own happiness. Because I know that if you become a happy human being, you're going to be good for this world. And you will not have any of those fears that some of those things are going to repeat itself. And you'll be having an impact on the people around you and on the community. And you'll be making this world a happier place because you deserve it. I believe every single human being deserves to be happy. That you can't do that if you are full of regrets. So today, folks, is regret and happiness. And I am Edwin Edebiri, the Chief Happiness Officer. And I want us to do our tradition of wishing each other happiness. So I count to 2, and we just say Happy Monday. 1, 2.
Happy Monday.
All right. Thank you very much. And you guys stay happy.
Mm-hmm.